It's over to you. Over to you, Swamiji.
Om Purnamada Purnamidam Purnat Purnamudachyate Purnasya Purnamadaya Purnameva Vasishyate. Om Shanti Shanti Shanti. Shankaram Sankara आचार्यं केशवं वादरायणं भगवन्तौ पुनः पुनः मूर्तिभेदविभागिने दक्षिणामूर्तये नमः. शान्तिः.
Pranam Swamiji.
Pranam, pranam.
With your kripa, we resume the second session of question and answers. In immense gratitude for accepting this and to come back again to take up the questions of the remaining devotees who didn't get turn to ask and get answers to their question. With your permission, I just share the first slide, the first question. This question is from Lataji Swamiji. She says, why is it that the Sakshi Bhava is not there in me all the time? And the second question also is with it, so I'll attach it now itself. How to develop that approach of looking at the entire waking world as a mithya when we have to deal with the problems and stressful situations?
Okay. The first question is about Sakshi Bhav. Sakshi Bhav, it is a very popular word in spiritual life. What is Sakshi Bhav? According to Sanskrit grammar, the word says Sakshat Drishtari. Patanjali wrote in the sutra Sakshat Drishtari. Sakshi means what? Sakshi means the one who watches directly, who sees directly. It is a very popular word, Sakshi Bhav. We get knowledge. This knowledge is not direct, perceived. We know things through our sense organs, our mind, So there are so many mediums. I can see that book and I can say that I watched it directly.
Recording.
But this is not directly perceiving. I saw it through my eye. So eye is the medium. I heard it through my ear. So there is a medium. Sometimes there may be eye, ear, tongue, skin. And another factor is mind. So any knowledge, any thought which we get, it is not achieved directly. We have got through some medium. Sakshi means the one who sees directly. Now you think, what can be seen directly? Only yourself you can see directly. You are in the dark room, there is no light, very dense dark. If someone asks you, are you there? Then there is no question of light. You will not say, let me check. I am here or not, because there is very dark. I'm not sure. You are not sure because there is light, no light. So light is needed. But for yourself, no matter how darkness is there, I am here. So I am here, it is the direct knowledge. I am the knowledge. It does not need any sense organs. It does not need any mind. I am here. So myself is the knowledge of Sakshi Bhava. Sometimes there are so many seekers, they close their eyes and meditate sometime, their breathing system. They say, I am Sakshi Bhava. Sakshi means when you are with yourself. If you are not yourself, then there is no Sakshi Bhava. So first thing, it should be very clear that when you are with yourself, it is a direct knowledge, it is a Sakshi, and it should be practiced. It has to practice. Remember yourself again and again. You remember sometimes in day, night, I am. Concentrate is not necessary. Just remember in very beginning, twice or thrice a day, just remember, I am. I am. We remember everything. We remember objects. We remember friends, family, money, property, prestige, everything. Twice or thrice, remember every day, I am. I am. Then slowly, gradually you increase it. Do everything, whatever you have duty. Your mother, father, brother, sister, whatever you do your duty. Just for some time, just for a second, I am here. I am here. It does not need any requirement. It does not mean anything. Just you remember I am. When you increase it, this process, this thought again and again, your Sakshi Bhav will increase. Your Sakshi Bhav will be developed. I am here. When we see ourselves again and again and again, your Sakshi Bhav will continue. It does not matter. Close your eyes for some time, half an hour, and sit. After that time, you're lost in the world. We remember everything except myself. So, if you want to continue this thought, Sakshi Bhav, just meditate upon you, upon yourself. Nothing to be special. Just I am here. I am here. Here is everything for me. Property is here. Family, friends, society, money, everything is here. But I am also here. So don't forget yourself. This process will increase your Sakshi Bhav. And the next question is, when we are in waking state, in this state, and there are so many problems, obviously, they should be. They should be, and they are. The only matter is how to tackle this. Problems are problems because you have accepted that they are problems. Now think, when God took incarnation of as a human body, Rama, Krishna, they are God. They have every power. They can create all creation and they can destroy. But just to teach us, if you are in a human body, if you are in a body, then there is no escape. You have to face all kinds of problems because body is because of our prarabdha. So, how to tackle when you are in trouble? If you are in pleasure, keep balance. If you are in happiness, you can remember. If you can remember the God, then the state of miserable will come. The God will help you. I remember Kabir wrote a doha. Kabir. He says, सुख में सुमिरन सब करे, दुख में सुमिरन सब करे, सुख में करे न कोई. जो सुख में सुमिरन करे, दुख काहे को हो. How to tackle? There are so many methods. In different levels. If you are devotee, if you have faith in God, pray to God. Pray to God. There are bhakt, arth, jigyas, artharthi, jnani cha, bhartar sabha. So you have right. If you are in trouble, you are in problems, pray to God and God will help you. If you are person of knowledge, then you can think that I am the Atman. I am the Brahman. No one can touch me. No, any misery, any problems can touch me. I am beyond of them. Body is affected. Mind is affected. There are so many conditions. They can give pain in my body, in my mind, but I am beyond of them. So if you are a devotee, then pray to God. God will help you. If you don't have faith in God, even you are not realized person, then suffer. So there are different levels, and I think you are the student of Vedanta. So you are practicing about self-knowledge, self-responsibility. You should take your responsibility. Be responsible. If I have done something wrong, that is why I am suffering. And I am beyond of these all. I am the consciousness. I am the consciousness. So you can tackle it. Now, next.
Thank you so very much, Swamiji, for that such a clear answer and this vision. Next question is from Kusumji. She has 3 questions. We'll take one question at a time. Is there a difference if you have a physical guru to guide you, or you have taken God Himself as your guru?
Okay, we take one by one.
Ji, Swamiji.
The first question is a very common question. But I would say the guru should be embodied, because as a person, a living master, because now see, we are using the power, electricity. The electricity gives us light, cooling, heating, everything we have because of electricity. The electricity comes from the powerhouse. There is no other source. But we cannot connect our bulb, our computer, direct to powerhouse. So we need transformer. The transformer, what does? It reduces intensity of the power. It makes suitable to your device. So all knowledge comes from the God. God is knowledge. The word is Sat Chid Anand. Chid means knowledge. So knowledge is the nature of the God.
Burberry shirt, Sanjay. Such a nice shirt.
So knowledge
It's very
is
versatile. Very nice. But you knew how to look on you?
knowledge is the nature of the God. But we cannot take directly from the God. Our sense organs, our mind has its limitation. So God is everywhere. God cannot give you message. See, it is written in the scriptures when the creation was created. That time, Lord Himself to Brahmaji, He gave the knowledge. Yo Brahmanam Vidadhati Purvam. See the method. Yo Brahmanam Vidadhati Purvam. Yo Vai Vedansa Pranoti. What happened? The creation was created, and the creator of the universe, the Brahma, was sitting there, and he was thinking, what is the purpose of my life? So Brahma was thinking, why I am here? That time there was no any other entity. The God was invisible. So Brahma was thinking, I am alone. Why? What is the purpose of my life? What should I do? There were so many questions, unlimited questions. And that time, the God appeared the front of the Brahma and said, you take this Vedas Tasmai Pranoti Tas. And God gave him Vedas. Vedas means knowledge. Vidyani. Vedas means knowledge. And the God gave directly knowledge to the Brahma. I am narrating this story because you can connect a method of Guru and Shishya Parampara. So Brahma was the first disciple. Yo Brahmanam Vidadhati Purvam. There were unlimited questions Brahma's mind. Then God gave him the Vedas. Vedas Tasmai Pranoti Tas. Vedas means knowledge. It contains all knowledge. What the purpose, what the world, what the liberation, everything. Then God's work was done. Brahma is the direct disciple of the gods. Then he gave his knowledge, his son. So there is a mantra, Narayana Padma Bhavam Vasishtam, Satyam cha Tatputra Parasaram cha, Vyasam Sukam Gauda Padam Mahantam, Govindra Yogindra Mathasi Shishyam, Sri Sankaracharya. So this is a parampara. God did his job. He gave the Gyan, knowledge to the Brahmaji. And then Brahma started this knowledge in process. After that, so only Brahma is the disciple of the God, then all creation, including Sankaracharya. Sankaracharya also had Guru. Vasishtha also had Guru. Shukadeva also had Guru. So what about us? What about us? Because we cannot take direct message from the gods. If you have power to take message from the God, then really no need for a guru, because you are God. Only God can take message direct from the God. So I would say, yes, guru is needed in person, a living master. You can ask, you can worship, you can read. There are so many possibilities. And the main purpose of the guru, only in person master can solve it, not God. As I said before, all knowledge has come from the God, but God direct will not give us. The next question.
Thank you so very much, Swamiji. Kusumji's only her next question is, should one consciously make an effort to practice Advaita through meditation on Mahavakyas? Or does the transition from duality, bhakti, to the next step happen automatically? Or can both happen simultaneously?
Okay. See, bhakti jnanaya kalpate. I think you may have heard there is a story in Bhagavatam. The Bhakti Devi had two sons. One was Jnana, another was Vairagya. Jnana, Vairagya. So Bhakti Devi had two sons. Bhakti Jnanaya Kalpate. In Vivek Chudamani, when we were studying, Shankaracharya wrote, Moksha sadhana samagriyam bhakti reva gariyashi. Bhakti is a medium. Bhakti, devotion, what it does. In scriptures, bhakti is like ma, like a mother. Bhakti purifies us. We are jiva. We are so dirty. Our mind is dirty. We have so many wrong activity, wrong thoughts. And this thought, this activity, we cannot enter the realm of the God. God is pure. He wants you should be pure. So that is why Bhakti what does? It pures us. There are so many types of Bhakti. But finally, the work of the Bhakti is it purifies us. Slowly, slowly, our mind becomes pure. Because of Bhakti, our body becomes very, very pure because of sattvic activity. Our mind, our body, sense organs. So Bhakti helpful to achieve the knowledge. So Bhakti is the step after Bhakti. Bhakti, not only God's Bhakti, Bhakti about the Guru. bhakti about the mother, father, acharya, scriptures. Bhakti is devotion, your faith, your surrender to Supreme. So when we accept that I am the devotee of the God, so this devotion makes us purified, capable. It gives ability to concentrate about Mahavakya. Without devotion, we can hear, we can thought, we can think, but we cannot digest the meaning of the Mahavakya. So bhakti will give you strength, and then you can concentrate Mahavakya. So bhakti is the previous step. Then comes Shravanam, bhakti to Acharya, bhakti to Guru, then becomes Shravanam, then Mananam, and Nididhyasam, Mahavakya. So this is sequence: first bhakti, then meditation on the Mahavakya. Next.
Beautiful. Thank you, Swamiji. Kusumji's only one more question is there. So her third question is, if one sometimes feels dejected while doing sadhana, feeling that the goal is too far, does that automatically imply a flaw in the sadhana or commitment?
Okay. Sadhana means you are doing some extraordinary. You are doing something which has been not done yet. Very new path, very new activity. We are not used to. Our body, our mind, our surroundings, our family, friends, our enemy too. They are ready to give support for worldly life. In worldly life, we need friends, we need enemies. And we can find out very easily. So very simple way. Body life is very simple way. But sadhana means you are doing some different. Very different. And it is not easy. You are taking a step into unknown. You are taking a step into some serious. And you don't have any support in this path. You don't have any support. If you are lucky. If that is why Lord Sri Krishna in Gita says, Suchinam Srimatam Gehe Yoga Bhrashto Vijayate. The luckiest person is the one who has get birth in a family, which is yogi family. So in this path, you don't have any support, just forget. You don't have any support. Even your mind also will not give us support. Your body also can reject you. And your friends, your surrounding, you have to suffer. You have to struggle with them also. And our previous lives, impressions are with us. So total thing is, they becomes obstacles. they become an obstacle in our mind. Sometimes thought will come, what I'm doing? Nothing happening. Patanjali in Yoga Sutra wrote, Pratyaya. Nothing happening. Doubt will arise in our sadhana. They may be wrong, they may be right. You need tremendous courage. We have to accept yourself the strongest person, because everything is against of you. All is against you. There may be some friends like you are doing and you are getting support from some family, some friends, because you are lucky. But every person is not so lucky. In India also, I can see easily, one person is very nice. He is doing sadhana, but family is against. Friends are not agree with them. They are creating problems. If you go to any pub, they are ready to give support. If you are going to club, they are ready. But if you are doing sadhana, everyone, even gods, not only human beings, scriptures are saying even gods who are residing in the heaven, they may be against you. So our body, our mind, our conditions becomes against us. Sometimes doubts will arise. Sometimes laziness will arise. There may be some sort of obstacles, but one thing should be clear: your path is good. If your path is based on the scriptures, if your path is oriented in the scriptures, then don't worry. Path is 100% correct. Your way is right. It may take time, but you will reach. Because if your path is not right, it is a imaginary basis. So I say always, your path should be based on the scriptures. Like you were reading Kaivalya Upanishad. So your path should be correct based on the scriptures. Then it is good, perfect, don't worry. And obstacles will come. This is a challenge for you. And every seeker faced it. You also get ready to face it. So path is good, obstacles will come, and you are supposed to face. Now next.
Beautiful. Thank you, Swamiji. Now, next next set of questions is our last slide and the last 3 questions, Swamiji. All the questions are they're from Gabriella. So she is asking, would appreciate your light on the following question. So her first question is, provided one understood Adhyasa, saw the futility of selfish desires, and caught glimpses of how Prakriti works, how would one anchor oneself as a Sakshi while engaging the body in Nishkama Karma if the agency and experience-ship seem to have been denied only theoretically?
Okay. Again, Sakshi Bhav. One thing has to be understood. The difference between us, the self, and the object. Object means including our mind. Object is our body. All things are objects. Subject is the self. When I am separate from the object, I know it. I'm not the body. I'm not the prana. I'm not the intellect. I'm the Sakshi. I am watching everything happening. I am watching death is coming and going. I am watching birth is coming and going. I am watching. Hey, when you are watching, it means watcher is different. So who is being watched? Like this is the book. So I can see book only if I am not the book. This is the building. It means I am not building. So one thing should be clear. I am the self. Then body will work according to their nature. Mind will work according to its nature. And they always work. They always work. The only meaning is sometimes I was identified with them. Body was doing its job. And I was identified with the body. So it seems to me I am doing. Good or bad. Sense organs are doing their job because I was identified with them. So I thought I was doing. In Sakshi Bhav, I am different from the body. In Sakshi Bhav means, as I said before, I am. I am. Only this thought, I am, this knowledge is Sakshi Bhav, I am. Then this is another thought, who am I? I am pure conscious, but I am. So when I am the separate from the mind, I am the separate from the sense organs, I am the separate from the body, then body will do whatever its work. I am not involved. Sense organs will do their job. I am not involved. So once we have understood that I am Sakshi, I am consciousness, I am pure, I am not body, I am not the mind, then they will work according to their nature. They are not related to me. So only thing is, the person who has established in its nature, for that person, body, mind, bad, good, these has no any meaning. Now next one.
Beautiful. Thank you, Swamiji. Her second question is how to discern in real time between spontaneous action and a reactive action?
Okay. I remember Shankaracharya's a quote, Vishwam Darpan Drishyamana Nagari Tulyam Nijantargatam. Action and reaction, like reflection and orchid. The all world is reflection, and we react. We don't act, we just react. Why? Because we don't have freedom to act. Our anger is why? Because of someone. Our peace is because of someone. Our hatred is because of someone. Our greediness is because of some. Our everything is because of someone. So this is a reaction. So all entire the universe is just a darpan, mirror. And we are in the world and we see just images. The three person, like Buddha, like Mahavir, Krishna, Shankaracharya, Kabir, they have power to act. You can develop the power, but it is difficult because anger is not bad. If it is your choice, like an actor becomes angry in a movie, not bad, because it is chosen. Our anger is because of others. It reacts. Someone has abused me, so I am angry. So this is a reaction. But once it happened with Buddha, he was traveling, roaming here and there, and once a person met him, he abuses so much badly. But Buddha was quiet. No any expression is face because of this abusement. Finally, the person said, I have abused so much to you, and you are not reacting. He said, it's up to you. You can abuse me, but you cannot force me to react. It is my freedom. How to act. You can abuse me. I can abuse you. But no, this is my freedom. I will act when I want. This is my freedom. If you are free, then you can act. If you are not free, then reaction is only will come. You have reason. You are angry because there is acting somewhere else. You are hateful because you have something because it is reaction. And we don't want, actually, in deep rooted, we don't want to be free. Here is so much fear of freedom. Because when you are free, you have freedom, you have so much responsibility. And we don't want to take any responsibility. I am angry because I am angry. Because not myself, I am angry because of that person. I don't have money because of that. I don't have this much because of. So we don't want to take responsibility. We always want through our responsibility to the other person. And even God. God has given me so much pain, so much poverty. So the enlightened person, in other words, you can say the free person is the free for react and act. Yes, reaction is very common. All universe, Vishwam Darpan Drishyamani Nagari. Even animals, birds, insects, all react. Very few persons, very awakened persons, rare persons can act. They are free. You abuse them or you pray them. They are free to do anything. They are not reflection. So the universe is reaction. Whatever we got, whatever we are getting, it is our reaction. Now they come to me. I have started sometimes. I forget it. But it is true. It has come to me. It is a reaction. So I react. Everyone reacts. The all creation is a reaction. Very few people, like Lord Sri Krishna, he is free. Do not matter what other person is doing. What I have to do. I will do that what I want to do. In case of us, thing is different. We want something and we do something. Because we are not acting, we are reacting. So for acting, tremendous freedom required. You need free will, free decision-making power, then you can act. Now next.
Wow, beautiful. Yes, Swamiji. And last but not the least, the final question from her is, does the clear understanding as if steer the response or vasanas exhaust themselves in no matter how way?
Okay. Vasanas means past impressions. Vasana, the word vasana, actually it is not properly translated in English, but you can understand it as a impression. Whatever we have done, it becomes an impression, an image. In previous time, we used to use a camera with roll. There were so many impressions in roll. So this time, our mind is like this camera and it takes images. Unlimited images never ending. One image you delete, another may create. It is said when someone realization means what? I am the consciousness. Think deeply. When Vedanta says realization, so don't hurry, just ponder on the words. Realization what? Realization means I am the Brahman. This understanding, I am the Brahman. When you have got this understanding, I am the Brahman, and Brahman is not doer. It was not doer. It have not done anything. So all impressions, all vasanas, all karmas, they cannot connect to the Brahman. Obviously, God is creator. God has created the universe. God is creator. God is destroyer. But when pure consciousness, I'm talking about pure consciousness, when this knowledge will arise, I am the consciousness, I am the pure consciousness. So when in this state, all vasanas, all impressions, immediately, they will not take a single moment. Immediately, all vasanas will destroy. So time has completed. Om Purnamada Purnamidam Purnat Purnamudachyate Purnasya Purnamadaya Purnameva Vasishyate. Om Shanti Shanti Shanti. Shankaram Shankaracharyam Keshavam Vadarayanam Sutra Bhashya Kritau Vande Bhagavantau Puna Puna Isharu Gururatmeti Murti Bheda Vibhagine Vyomavada Vyapta Dehaya Dakshina Murtaye Namaha. Om Shanti Shanti Shanti. And lastly, my blessings to all of you. And Barsaji has done very good job. She is doing perfectly all things towards spirituality. My blessings to her and all of you.
Charan Swamiji, thank you so very much. With your blessings only, we would like to go ahead. All the teachings of Kaivalya Upanishad we'll keep in mind, and especially so much clarity has come with this question and answer session. Probably those who didn't get time to put their question on time, they have got their answers, and that clarity we would now go venture forward with the next test, Drudrisha Vivek. We'll seek your blessings again that time after about a month and a half, Swamiji. In immense gratitude, Charan Swamiji.
Ashirwad, Ashirwad.
Charan Sparsh Swamiji. Thank you.
Ashirwad.
Thank you, Charan Sparsh. Thank you.
Thank you, Swamiji.
Ashirwad.
Thank you.
Thank
Thank you.
you, Swamiji.
Thank you.
Swamiji.
Grateful,
Dhanyavad,
Pranam.
Swamiji.
Hari Om, Hari Om, Hari Om. Hari Om.
Thank you so much. Such a beautiful session.
Yes.
Never has one heard such a beautiful description of Sakshi.
I know.
Swamiji
It was amazing.
has
Yes.
said today. It's really touched, I'm sure,
Yes.
everybody's heart
Yeah.
and mind.
Yes, this
Yes.
upliftment. He just uplifted us in this class. That
Yes.
all whatever little we needed to plug in somewhere and fill in what we had not understood, clarity and that simplicity. He's so sahaj. it just comes with a
Comes.
simplicity.
Yeah, it was
Oh,
so good.
I think Lataji's question was so brilliant. And
I don't know. It's just like
how-
the understanding has changed now after what he said.
yes,
So a lot to think
it's-
and ponder about.
but very, very beautiful.
Very
so thank you
beautiful,
so
yes.
much, Varsha ji, for
Yes.
no, not me.
You know,
Swamiji's kripa.
No, I mean, honestly, without you, this would not have been
Yeah,
possible. We don't have
definitely.
access. So where it goes, you are that conduit for us, and we mean it from our hearts. So not trying to do it, but thank you so much.
Yes. Thank you
So-
very much.
The
It's all
bottom of
Guru
my heart.
Kripa.
Thank you.
Guru Kripa. So probably Kusumji's question that
Thank you so much.
with that embodied Guru makes a difference. Guru
Yes,
I was
Kripa.
wondering,
exactly.
it is one thing to say, yes, we need it, but how do you even go about it in our current setup? Where do you, it is not easy to find an
Guru
embodied
finds. Guru finds
finds,
us.
yeah.
Yes, Guru finds.
We
I
don't
think
have-
somewhere,
Guru finds us.
somewhere down today, Guru was in front, right?
Yeah.
So I think he's blessed us and he has given that Ashirvad. So
Yes.
But even last session, it felt like something changed, like just with his blessing. I think it really does make that difference.
Yes.
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 So thank you so much.
Yes.
And
Thank
thank
you
you,
so
thank
much.
you to
Varsha.
Gabriela, to get
and
that
thank you to-
reaction. I love that question, Gabriela, that what are we acting into?
I
So-
know.
So thank you so much. Thank you so much, Gabriela, for doing this also. So brilliant questions. So next time when we do Drigdrishya Vivek, of course, Swamiji is going to come and bless, but our study should be such that that question should come. And when we hear from Gurumukh, it just spreads light in us, something in us changes forever. And that is that upliftment that we should target. Thank you all for supporting this, and it's all our collective asana that has made this possible. Thank you so very much. See you in
Thank
1.5
you,
months'
Thank you to
time.
Thank you to
Thank you.
everyone. Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank
Hari
you.
Om.
Thank
Hari
you.
Om,
you.
Hari
Hari
Om.
Om.
Hari Om.
Hari
Hari Om.
Om.
Hari Om.
Hari Om.
Hari Om ji.
Hari Om, Varsha ji.
Hari Om.
Hari Om, Varsha ji. Thank you so much.
Thank you. Thank you, Vasanti ji.
Thank you, Varsha ji. Hari Om.
Thank you, Shubhra ji. Hari Om.
So beautiful.